is what has been stolen. I close my eyes and feel my skin crawling.
So I guess my love is a weapon. I'm a sinner, I'm a saint, I'm the farthest one from a reverend. With that being said, every day I work to be better. See, some people, they only work for the
occupied this time, it's otherwise. We should have a compromise. Hope these feelings downsize. Cause at this time, they've been disguised. First time I felt this in life. First time. I don't know if it's right. I don't know. I can't get you off my mind. Thinking about you all the time. Good love is hard to find. I've seen so many fail. Does reality bite, or is it a fairy tale? I don't wanna cry, not even sure if I'll try. I just can't make up my mind. First time I felt this in life. First time I don't know if it's right. I need somebody to talk. I can't get you off my mind. Thinking about you all the time.
The same arguments.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really get it. We don't even make love. Takes so much to make love. Make it worth the fight. Yelling, we dropped out of heaven, taking me through hell, and here we are again.
Yo, you already know what it is. It's a special episode of this spot with your boy Prophet Pete, and we got Dion Trey in the building, singer, songwriter, and just musician at his best. So here we go, y'all. Yeah, we here. We got the artist coming through. He about to be here in the building. If you're watching, you already see what it is. He's connecting. So while we're waiting for that, let's get back to this Phoenix joint.
Yelling, we dropped out of heaven.
Yo, what's going on, my brother? Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Oh, wait. It's connecting the audio.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
What's going on, my brother? How you doing this evening?
Whoa. What's up? What's up? You know, excited to be here and shit, you know.
Yeah. You know, I know we in a different time zone right now. So tell the people where you at.
So I'm in Los Angeles. I'm from DC, but I live in Hollywood, California. And yeah, you know, it's been a vibe. I've been for like 3 years, working on music and stuff like that. And this shit has been fun. I've been meeting a lot of people and making a lot of music. So it's definitely been fun though.
Yeah, is Los Angeles the move? Like, is it really the move like that?
Hell yeah, the move. Oh man, you meet so many dope people, dope females, dope people, and just groups. You know what I mean? Like it just be a bunch of people, and you just vibe, and they just randomly just talk to you. I'll be driving, right, and then I'll just see like people they'll just be like, "Hi," you know what I'm saying? Not just because I'm like DeAndre or anything like that. It's just like they're just nice. I feel like that. But then when I tell my friends that, they're just like, no, not everybody's nice in LA. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. So I guess it's the energy you put out. That's what you're gonna get back or something like that. I mean, I don't know, but I feel like it's fun here. It's definitely a move for sure. When it's not the coronavirus.
Yeah, because right now it's definitely you guys are adding to those numbers real heavy right now.
Exactly. Can you believe it? We was just at like 50,000 last week or 2 weeks ago, and now we at like 100,000. I'm just like, how did that happen? It just don't make no sense. So it's just like, come on, like, hopefully we can do better. We wear our masks and stuff like that. You go to a grocery store and stuff, and then you just like, damn, I forgot my mask. Like we like vigilantes or Batman or something. Like it just don't make no sense. So I don't know, but it's crazy.
But how you holding up with all this stuff going on, you personally?
I'm just, I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm using this to be creative and come up with new music and stuff like that. Like that's how I was able to make my CD Crazy Love. And it just came out June 18th. So if you haven't checked that joint, go to deantre.net. Yeah, like you could do that and like you could just be creative and write new songs and stuff like that. Like songs I thought were not gonna be on this CD were not gonna be on the CD, end up being on the CD, or just songs that just end up thinking about. And I was just like, dang, you know what I mean? This motivated me. This happened to me. So let me just write about it and put it to these beats. You know what I mean? Because people will DM me on Instagram and say like, check my beat out and stuff like that. And I be checking them out because sometimes I'll be like, okay, let me listen and see what's up. But some people actually be having some dope beats. And I'm like, damn, I never heard nothing like this before. So definitely continue to DM me with the beats.
Yeah. And the cool thing about, the way social media and stuff is now, and just the culture in general, there's so many people that you could connect with that if this was a couple of years back where we didn't have all these different platforms, they couldn't reach out to you. It wasn't, check out my link. Like they needed to have your number or know somebody that knew you to get you something.
That's true. Now you got like Twitter, you got Instagram Live, and you got all of that stuff. And I always post on my story and stuff like that. And just everything I'm doing, just make sure I'm engaging. Every time I'm with my friends, they'll be like, damn, you just tape everything. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to know. You want to show them what's going on. That's how you get the streams. That's how you know what I mean? And that's how you feel like they're close to you or stuff like that. So that's how I would want to do with my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel like it's definitely changed. It definitely changed throughout the years because you couldn't do that like 20 years ago and everything like that. So it's definitely changed.
Like, and I think you definitely, you hit it on the head where the way the culture is now and the way people are now when they vibe with you, especially when you're an artist, like they just don't want to listen to your music. Like they want to know what you eat for breakfast, how you get dressed in the morning. Like they want to be so connected to you. It's like they known you forever. It kind of, and it's amazing because I think it helps them relate to your music even more.
It does. They want to know you like on a personal level, like who you dating and what's going on, why it's not working out, or if it's working out, they want to try to say like, oh, this happened. So like, did you okay with that? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely like it take a toll on you, but then it give you like creative stuff that be like, let me write about this and stuff like that. But that's definitely crazy. You know what I mean? Like, because it's never going to stop. It started like in the 90s. I remember when Whitney Houston, she was talking about like, why they care about like what's going on with me? You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just listen to the music? Because she had the best voice and stuff. So it's like, it's just like, okay, I don't know. But then it got worse throughout the years, and now that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So I mean, you got to take it like how it is, and take advantage of it. You know what I mean? I set up like a little studio in my house. Like that's why I got my little backdrop and everything for like YouTube and stuff like that. I'm about to start doing like an IG TV show. Oh. So because of the quarantine and stuff. So
yeah, because did they lock you guys back down yet, or y'all still in like whatever phase you guys were in?
Yeah, so we just had opened back up like last week, and then something happened, and then I guess they just was like, okay, we need to close y'all back down. So now restaurants, you got it's indoors or something like that. So I mean, not outdoors. You only can do outdoors and like be 6 feet apart and stuff like that. And they're closing a lot of bars down and stuff like that. It's crazy. Me and my friends went to a bar up the street in Hollywood. It was like 3 weeks ago. and they had people put on masks, and then when you come in, you know, you take it off at your seat and stuff like that. So, but yeah, they closing things down. I'm just like, come on, man. I got my friend coming next week, and I'm just like, shit, we ain't gonna be able to do nothing. So
y'all gonna be in the house with masks on. That's
right. Yeah. We're gonna be in the house with masks on and stuff. I'm just like, come on.
It's gonna be super weird. It's crazy, you know, the state of the world now, but with the US actually with the numbers rising and doing that. I don't know if the US culture, I think we feel a lot of things don't really affect us the way it affects everyone else.
Yeah.
And so we don't really take a lot of things serious. And right now, this is the time not to sit there and play games. Because right now, the world where we would restrict the world from coming in here, the world is like, oh, America, you stay right where you at. You can't come here. And that's
right.
And it is crazy.
But it's so crazy. You can't even leave the country. You can't go. I can't go visit DC. I can't be doing that right now. Like, it's crazy.
You can't do anything because once you leave wherever you're at and they read a license plates, they check your driver's license, IDs, and everything. They're like, oh, you came here. Guess what? We're going to put you in this box for 14 days. And after the 14 days, we might let you out.
Right. Yeah, we might let you out. Like, you got to be quarantined and stuff like that. I heard that, like, in Florida, they had it. So, like, if anybody leave Florida, you got quarantine or something like that. And I was like, why specifically Florida? I didn't know what that was about. Well, I thought New York. Like,
Florida numbers are like ridiculous because Florida, where like out in LA, you guys are shutting down. You guys have regulations and all that stuff. Yeah. Florida was real laxed on what they did. It was like, yeah, we're gonna shut down a little bit, and then, I know people that worked in bars in Florida. They gave the order for bars to shut down. The bars was open for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks after they gave the order to shut down. And then they left the beaches open. So they still let people just be around each other. And their numbers rose so high that it's like, Florida, you need to stay where you at. But then they trickle into, the bordering states, which causes their numbers to go up too.
Dang. See, it's just crazy. And it's just like, all this because of a virus. I take it seriously and everything like that, but like, it ruined a lot of things. It ruined a lot of networking opportunities. Like, it's just like, shoot, what can we do now? Be online.
Yeah, but you know what? I will say this. Although we got very used to now I don't want to express my age, and I'm not gonna expose yours either. But even with that, like, we were so used to networking in person.
Yeah,
like, everything was in person and hand to hand, like, hey, look, I'm here, you see me. And this kind of forced us to adapt to the new culture.
Yeah,
where everything is so remote. These younger kids, the younger generation, I hate what that just makes me sound super old when I say these younger kids.
The younger generation.
Yeah, the younger generation, they're able to adapt quickly to this because this is who they are. This is all they know.
That's true. Yeah.
So SoundCloud and all those other platforms, Spotify, them putting their music out is like, oh, I'm in the house. Okay, no problem. This is the way I was putting out music before. And they hit enter and then their music is out there. We're so
right. That's what I do. But I'm just like, dang, I like to meet people in person. I don't know. I just like to, I'd rather talk on the phone than text. And I don't know. It's just that I'm just more of a guy that likes to meet people in person. I think it's the best thing to do. You can feel vibes and stuff. Like, I'm a vibes type of dude. Like, you can't feel vibes through right here. I mean, you can, but it's like, you'd rather be in right there. So
yeah, because it's I do believe in the transfer of energy. So it's like being in front of someone, the transfer of energy from the way I'm feeling. Like you could pick up the way I'm feeling just vibing and talking with you. In person. Like we can get something from being, remotely and talking the way we are now, but it's different.
Right. Now it's different. It's ruining everything. And I heard a second wave coming in September. It's like, come on. this is ridiculous.
So I guess this is a continuation of the first one, like because we never got rid of the first one. So I guess we still in wave one.
Right? Yeah, we still just waiting. Like, oh my gosh, and it's like then they blame the people that went out, like me and my friends that we'll go to parties and stuff like that, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. I just me personally, I can't sit in the house. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? I got to be doing something. You know what I mean? So that's why when the beaches was open and stuff like that, we would go to the beach, we would do stuff, go to bars, and I don't know. I guess that just messed things up. I don't have coronavirus. So,
but it's that California sun, like just when I think of California, I just think of just palm trees and beautiful weather and like just hey, just go outside and enjoy life kind of thing. When I think of California. So I know the culture is different for you guys out there a lot. Here in New York, we got the different seasons. So we'll sit there and we'll stay in the house because it's too cold or it's super duper hot or whatever it is, or it's always raining or whatever.
Right. Yeah. I know what you mean. Shoot. And New York is one of my favorites too, yo. Oh my God. You ever been to BBQs?
Of course.
Oh man, BBQ's got the best wings ever. I'm telling you. You ain't ever check out BBQs, you need to check them out, yo. I'm trying to tell you, they had the best. And then they got the hot dogs on the street that be like 20 cents or something like that.
Well, I don't know if you can find those anymore because
they don't have those no more?
No, the last time I probably seen that 20 cents turned into $2.
Oh.
so out here they actually raised the taxes for the hot dog vendors, so they got to actually pay a lot of money to sell hot dogs on the street. So they raised their prices. So where you would get a hot dog for $1 or maybe 50 cents, now that's not even happening. You can forget about that. You're going to get a little, and when you from New York, you call them dirty dogs.
Dirty dogs.
Dirty dogs because they sitting in that water all day. So
they do. They get all soggy and shit. Like, oh man, I miss New York. Last time I went was in November last year. Because every time I come home, I go to New York too. Because I definitely want to like go visit friends there, visit friends in DC and my family and stuff like that. So yeah, it'd definitely be a vibe though, like all the time.
Yeah, and like DC is not too far from here, so it's like coming here is definitely a little different from DC. New York is definitely New York. You can't deny being in New York. When you're here. Right.
I'm telling you, like, man, it's about that Miami everywhere. You know what I mean? And I appreciate people support me in New York too. Like, it's been crazy getting DMs like, oh, you motivated me and stuff like that. I love to hear that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to like motivate people and stuff like that. Even though this CD is about love and everything like that, but I'm always trying to motivate people. So
how long have you been doing your music?
So I've been doing music for about I want to say like 4 years. I started making beats first, and then I just started singing over them, and I was like, damn, okay, I didn't even know I could like sing like that. So I would sound different than like people and stuff like that. And then I started on GarageBand, and then I used Logic, and then it was from there. I just was like, dang, I connected with my engineer now, P. James, and we was able to finish this last CD. But last year I didn't have P. James. I did it myself, and and I did Escape the Ordinary, and I got 1 million streams and everything like that. That was my first CD, first song I ever put out last year. It was last year in February, called Big Thrill Life. That one, that really like helped me a lot. You know what I mean? Get noticed with like magazines and articles and stuff like that. People was reaching out to me and stuff, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. This is happening to me. Like, so then I came here again because I left for like a couple of weeks, and then I came back and I went to the ASCAP Awards. And that's where I met like Migos and Jeremiah and all these people, and I was just handing out my CD. I was like, here. So I was just networking my ass off. It was crazy. So,
well, I would say this: 1 million streams. It's funny how you just like kind of I got 1 million streams on that one, and then you kind of like skipped over it. That's nothing. That's nothing to just skip over, by the way.
That's you. You're right. I just like to not, be like, okay, cool.
But
2 million. It could be 2.
They give you two. You want the two. Yo, you heard that, right? DeAndre wants 2 million streams. Help him reach his goal. Right?
Please.
Start clicking that button. Start streaming his music. He wants the 2 million. He would greatly appreciate it.
Yes.
He'll send virtual hugs and kisses to everyone.
Hell yeah, I'm telling you.
Because he just seems like that type of guy. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm trying to tell you. I send that joint, I send that there. And yeah, it's this new CD is definitely more high quality than the Escape the Ordinary. It's just gonna get better too, you know what I mean? Because I'm learning, and yeah, I'm just trying to like prove some stuff that to myself, prove that I can, you know, come up with something, and then I could just think of it, and I could be like, damn, we're gonna make that happen, and like it's gonna come to life, you know what I mean? So that's been happening. I had this vision to set this up, and I just did it. Every time I think of something, I'm like, you know what? I want to do it. It's gonna bother me if I don't do it. So yeah, I just, and it'd be definitely a good turnout.
Yeah, so, I got a question for you, right? You're from DC, and now you out there in California, and then you being able to you know experience the East Coast way of music. And you going to the West Coast. How did that influence you in the last 4 years of you making music?
It influenced me by just like I grew up, my brothers, they would listen to go-go all the time. So I would just be like listening to go-go, CCB, UCB, all of them people. And I'll be like, you know, this sounds dope. But then I hear like some pop stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'll hear some who is it? Like some Sean Paul, I'll hear like some Young Bloods, and you know what I mean? It don't matter. Lil Jon, Usher, all of them people. And I just get like motivated. I'm like, dang, this definitely sounds cool. And like I would listen to like Ja Rule and them in the past, like when I was like 5 and stuff. And yeah, those beats, like Irv Gotti, he has like some really dope beats that I just never heard before, that they like, you know, distinct and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like Timbaland too. So I just started to think about like a lot of producers and stuff like that. And then I just came up with my own little, you know, genre, I guess. So I call it pop trap. So I was taking some like go-go, some pop, you know, stuff like that. So I would definitely say I got my stuff from, you know, just thinking of stuff throughout the countries like Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, stuff like that. So.
And you producing your own beats as you were doing it, did you think that, you know, you would starting off with just producing? What actually made you start producing beats?
So my cousin is John Redwine. He produced Two On by Tinashe. Yeah, so he did that. And I used to just go over his house a lot like a couple years ago. And then I got motivated from him. He's super dope. And I heard it and I was like, damn, he got some dope beats. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just go ahead and play on this computer real quick and see what's going on. Started pressing buttons, and then the Big Throw Life beat came up. And I was like, damn, this is something different. Because nowadays I feel like when you're on the radio, some of the songs, they kind of sound the same, but you know what I mean? But that's just like the beats and stuff like that. They still sound dope. You know what I'm saying? I love the cadence, I love the flow, I love it all. But I try to do something distinct, like, you know, something different. So I tried to make some was trash, some was not. And I put those on the CD. So Big Throw Life was born. And yeah, then I did No Excuses, which was the next song after Big Throw Life. And yeah, started singing over them and rapping over them. So yeah.
And then you're like, hey, you know what? If I'm making the beats, I might as well just do it all.
Right. Yeah. Started writing, and I'm just like, everywhere I go, I'm just like, I got my headphones. I'm like, look, I'm in the zone. I'm going to make sure this happens. You know what I mean? Make sure I get this out. I put my stuff out independently, and yeah, it just been, and I started to get the Instagram up. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friends, this is how I like my Instagram grew. Me and my friends, we used to do a lot of skits, and then in the skits, I would put my music in the skits. So people would just be like, oh, what's that? I didn't know you did beats. I didn't know you did this. So then they start hitting me up and saying, oh yeah, let's work together. Let's collaborate. Because I love collaborating with other songwriters and artists and stuff like that, and beat makers and producers. So I made that and made sure that happened. So and we just all get a piece of the pie. So
and that's super dope because, you know, being open to that. There's so many people that don't want to work with people and they don't want to grow, they don't want to connect. And I feel
yeah,
that limits themselves. And by you being who you are,
yeah,
you were able to grow. You have over 52,000 followers on Instagram, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're, you got a million plus streams going on in your on your resume, right?
Hell yeah,
It-
yeah. We,
so you're doing things, and there are people out there. Do you actually produce beats and for other people, or are you still only producing beats for yourself?
in the beginning, I was producing beats for myself, but then when I started hearing beats, I was like, hold up, like I'll put like one beat on my next CD, but like these beats deserve to see the light of day. So I stopped producing beats. I did that only in the beginning, but I did it for just myself. I didn't do anything with anybody else. Like,
Okay.
but I would do a song with other people. Like if they hit me up and say, "Oh, I want you to sing on this hook." That's happened to me a couple of times, and I just was like, "All right, cool," because I'm down to like collaborate with people and stuff like that. As soon as they DM me and stuff like that, so I'm down.
Now, for those collabs, is it just on the strength for the love of music, or it's like, no, cut me a check?
Uh, right now it's for the strength of music. You know what I'm saying? Like just we all trying to get our names out there and stuff like that. And so I would say basically it's just for strength of music. So soon it'll be like you cut me a check, whatever. But right now, man, let's just make some music, some dope music that people gonna love. You know what I mean? That's gonna speak to people, and that's what we want to do. You know what I mean? We just want to come all together and stuff. So
And I think coming together is always great. And when you there's somewhat of a saying or something that I believe in, and it's like there's so many people that want to rock with you when you ride in the limo, but
right,
but those are not the people you really want in your corner. You want the people that if the limo broke down, they gonna ride on the bus and the train with you to get to
man.
where you need to go.
I'm telling you that right there. I'm telling you, I got a new song for the next CD that describes that because that describes some kind of the life in LA that I live. You know what I mean? Like you'll get a lot of people smiling in your face when you got good things going on. You know what I'm saying? But then when nothing is, happening or something like that, or they feel like nothing's happening, because you know what I'm saying, I'm always be good. But then they're just like, oh, okay, well, hit me when something's happening. You know what I mean? that ain't gonna cut it. You ain't a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like we need real ones by our side. So I feel you on that one. That's some crazy stuff, and that's just the nature of it, though. You know what I mean? If you sign up, you're an artist, and you want to see the light of day, and you want to be mainstream and stuff like that. People want to be people that you never heard of, or people you never heard of in a long time that you thought didn't even like you. Might hit you up and be like, "Oh, remember me? What's up?" So, and family members you never heard of either. That's another thing.
And
Which is cool. Some of them be nice. Some of them be nice, but some of them just like
they're like, hey, I changed your diaper. Like I changed your diaper when you was a baby. I think you need to take care of me now because you're a superstar, kind of thing. And
right.
it just goes with the territory, I guess. We always hope that the people that are around us are genuine and they're there
right.
for the struggles and everything else. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way, and we have to just, I guess, roll with the punches, which is sometimes necessary.
Exactly. You try to be nice about it and stuff like that, but sometimes you got to be an asshole. You have to be like, look, like I ain't sweet for it.
Yeah.
So
what we do is we're gonna get into this fast life real quick. So what I would love for you to do, right, is I want you to introduce yourself and introduce this track before we get into it.
Okay, y'all. Yo, what's up? I'm DeAndre, and you about to listen to one of the dopest songs, hopefully, you ever heard in your life. It's called Fast Life. I've worked so hard on this song, you know what I'm saying? And I really hope you like it. If you go to DeAndre.net, you can listen to it over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's number one on the CD. And yeah, it's from the heart. You know what I'm saying? I wrote this just like, Actually, like 3 weeks ago. It's just made the CD. You know, those type of songs are the ones that are the best. So I would say definitely, if you want to hear something different, check out Fast Life.
Yeah, here we go. It's the spot, WEMS Radio. Here we go, y'all.
Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands down. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast sight. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast sight. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Cruising PCH on the fast side. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley all in my life. $1 million man, get your head right. I hit the gas, leave him at a red light. Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands now. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast sight. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast light. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands now. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast sight. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast light. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. We always looking forward to the daylight. Never wondering, is it safe? Just live every day like it's the last time. Watch me running, watch me tonight. Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands now. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast sight. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast light. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight.
Okay.
Appreciate that. I hope they liked it.
Where did that guitar playing come from?
Oh, so that's from Sonic Painters. I met him through a friend. Like we were out at the bungalow in Santa Monica, and he told me, "Oh, I make beats." I was like, "For real?" So he sent me a bunch of beats, and this one stood out the most. And there's more to come, but yeah, this one stood out. That guitar, I just think like, damn, that joint sound really dope. It reminded me, you know what it reminded me of a little bit? It reminded me of, you know that Eve song, the joint with Mary J. Blige, Love Is Blind? It kind of reminded me of that. You know what I'm saying? So it reminded me like of, not the message of Love Is Blind, but something like that. You know what I mean? That kind of guitar, stuff like that. And I love having guitars in my songs and stuff like that. And yeah, so it spoke to me. I was like, damn, let me speak what I feel right now. Like, what's that? Fast life. You know what I mean? So,
and the guitar actually like draws you in because it's like it's so rich. The sound is so rich from the guitar, and it's like you're sitting there, and it's like every pluck of the string is just it draws you in, and then it makes you want to listen to what's being said. And
right,
and it's like it's crazy because what we were just talking about you know the moving the people in your corner and stuff like that is pretty much like what this song depicts in a way.
Exactly.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm trying to do.
Right, exactly. You don't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? You don't. But it's like you do your thing, and then you know what I'm saying. You might end up where you want to be, and it's just like this is what you got to do. Hard work, and then see what's up. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure you like know who's good for you, who's not.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So definitely the message, that's why when you said that, I was like, oh man, that's kind of like Fast Life. So yeah.
Well, it was done by design, by the way, just saying. Because, you know, I listened to the song before and I just know what it made me feel when I listened to it. So
Yeah.
what we spoke about is basically what the song is talking about. And I could definitely relate to music and vibe with music that has a message in it and it makes you think about certain things. Because there can be a lot of music that's put out there that there's nothing wrong with fun music. You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, I don't know if you remember Crisscross from back in the days.
Crisscross, that was before my time, but I know who they are.
But you know, like they had you know fun songs, and then we got a lot of fun songs today, and things like that. You know, from that era all the way up to where we are today. There's a lot of fun songs, but you know, especially with everything that's going on, I think conscious music is actually coming back. A lot of the songs with messages and you know saying certain things and just you don't even know who to trust. Like, but I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do to get to where I got to go, and that's just what we're gonna do.
Right, exactly. Because people think it, but they don't do it. They just like, oh man, maybe I should stay in the same situations and stuff like that. But you don't have to. You know what I mean? You can just do you and don't even care what people think. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. Shit.
So what other songs do you have that you think really tell people or show people who you are as a person?
I would say definitely Fast Life. And then also I would say off this CD, I would say Disappoint Me. Disappoint Me is it's like one of my most pop records. You know what I mean? That was about a relationship that, you know what I mean? It's just gone wrong. It's gone wrong, but you know what I'm saying? She says, oh, you disappoint me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you disappoint me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a back and forth, but it's just like, she does things or something that, you know, makes me think like, oh man. And it's like a back and forth. It's weird, but people in relationships, they would definitely understand and might get it and be like disappoint. And I spelled disappoint differently. I spelled it DISS, disappoint. So I wanted to be like a dis, you know what I mean? Is a point. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? I try to be unique with my stuff and try to, you know, have a message there and things like that. So definitely I'm going to say Disappoint Me is definitely one. And there's a Deep Sea. Deep Sea is another one. That's the one I came out with like 2 months ago. People tell me that they love that one.
All right.
And, so those two.
Which one would Disappoint or Deep Sea you want the listeners to hear first?
Okay, Deep Sea, because if you play Disappoint Me, it has cursing in it.
Okay. So just like we did before, introduce yourself and introduce Deep Sea for the people.
Okay, cool, y'all. What's up? DeAndre again, you know what I'm saying? You need to listen to Deep Sea. This is the next song that you're going to listen to, and it's number 2 on Crazy Love. You know what I'm saying? Go to DeAndre.net.com, and you'll be able to listen to the whole CD. Deep Sea. Here we go.
Here we go.
Jen, oh my God.
Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a silhouette, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. What's up? Say what's up? What's up? Say what's up? What's up? Let's get it. Get it. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a silhouette, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. What's up? Say what's up? What's up? Say what's up? What's up? Let's get it. Get it. I'm a genie, greatly wish I brought you come and perform. You see the ice dripping, wet waves causing the storm. Shorty bad TNT, she giving the bomb. Cast a spell on me, I'm hit, there's no resisting the jump. Putting on my scuba gear, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Look at that, you up here. What's up? Say what's up? What's Say what's up, let's get it. Get it, putting on my suit. Okay, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Lucky then you appear. What's up? Say what's up, say what's up, let's get it. Get it. On a higher vibration, you feel the frequency. Searching, you've been lurking. Behold, I got the secret key. Motion in the ocean, we floating just like the deep sea. Satisfaction A plus, baby, and I can guarantee it. Putting on my souvenir, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Lucky then you appear. What's up? Say what's up, say what's up, let's get it. Get it, putting on my souvenir, diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Lucky then you appear. What's up? Say what's up, say what's up, let's get it. Get it. Lost in them juices, getting carried away. Kisses on them cheeks after heads for legs. Essence of your body all covered in shit. You might be the one, got me calling you the hun on my silver gear. Diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Lucky then you appear. What's up? Say what's up, so what's up now? What's up? Let's get it, putting on my silver gear. Diving like a submarine, looking like a souvenir. Lucky then you appear.
Okay,
There we
okay,
go.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got bars too.
Yeah, so I rap and I sing. So
So that's
I
what
like to sing more than I rap, but it just comes out when I'm doing the rap. It don't just, you know what I mean? Whatever I'm feeling at the moment, I'm like, am I gonna sing my rap? You know what I'm saying? It's just sing rap, really kind of what I do. But yeah.
Okay. So it's more like just switching up the tempo a little bit. But
Yeah, exactly. So if something real slow, you're gonna hear something like Fast Life, like a little slow, like singing, something like that. You know what I mean? It depends on the vibe, for sure.
okay. I definitely, you know, I think the beautiful thing about what I've heard thus far is that I can't compare you to a sound that I heard before. I'm listening to it, and not that that's a bad thing.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's what me and my engineer were like. We need to find somebody to sound like me. We want to use some references or something, you know.
So it's like I'm listening to it, and I'm like, okay, like definitely some great music. Then it's like I can get a visual of what you're saying and what you're doing, like even like visuals for like a video and stuff like what I would see. Then it's like, when have I seen in my lifetime that would compare to this? Because the sound is unique. Your sound is unique. So it's like I get it, you know what you're doing, but it's like I can't compare no one else to you, which I guess is a great thing, which makes you more memorable because when they hear you, they hear you.
Exactly. Then they're like, oh, okay, I know exactly what that is. And actually doing that, when I started singing and I started doing it, I didn't know that. I didn't know that I didn't sound like anyone else. You know what I'm saying? I just was like doing me. And I guess that's what usually people do. You know what I'm saying? I remember when people say designers sound like Future and stuff like that. So it's just like, you know what I mean? You definitely got to be unique. That's why I said escape the ordinary. That's why I called that the first CD. Because I was like, damn, don't nobody sound like me. And, you know, hopefully that continues. You know?
Well, people going, we're in an era where people try to mimic successful individuals. So you might run across a few artists that come out sounding like you later on, and you're gonna be like, hey, why you trying style, bro? Like, what's going on?
Right, I'm telling you, yo. I'm trying to tell you. Like, it's crazy, but you know what? I'm gonna be honored. I'm gonna be like, damn. So I started a movement. So you know what I mean? But I'm glad that you said that, though. I'm glad you said that because it's good to hear that. It is because that's what separates me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely, and it's a great thing. I definitely say it's not one of those things that is gonna hinder you or anything like that. It's actually gonna put you in a category all by yourself, and it's easier to identify with you. Trust them.
Yeah, exactly.
I've listened to enough music that the things sound so much alike. I don't even know who's on it. Like I'm like, who is this? Because you can't even tell them apart. Like growing up with a lot of artists, you know,
Yeah.
in the industry and different music, like I
Yeah.
could tell a Busta Rhymes from a Jada Kiss, or
Exactly.
from a Fabulous, or from a Yo-Yo, from Queen Latifah, to situations like that. You were able to identify who they were
Right.
with their
Exactly.
style and everything. And then you had Little Kim. Little Kim was Little Kim. That's it.
Yeah.
Nobody did what Little Kim did. But then you had Trina that came out that was a little more like Little Kim, and then you had a lot of the stuff that sounded the same. And now, you know,
Yeah.
you got what's her name? Oh shit.
Making a time.
Yeah, that right. Yeah. And you got her, but then you also got oh wow, the other wow,
Cardi B,
no, not Cardi B.
the Weedy.
Shit, she's from Queens, and she signed to Young Money. Why I can't
Nicki
remember?
Minaj.
Huh? Shit, I could not remember her name.
Nicki Minaj, yeah, Nicki Minaj, yeah.
But you, so you know, it was like very similar. But one thing I like about Nicki is that she has that split personality stuff when she rhymes.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
so she could, switch it up. So she's Nicki right now, and then she's like crazy Nicki, and then soulful Nicki, and it's like, oh my goodness, what the hell? But
Right.
but it's a wonderful thing, and I think that being unique is awesome, and it is definitely one of those things that is a blessing. It's a blessing to be unique because it just shows that you are the drummer that plays to your own beat.
Right.
You do what
Thank
you
you for
need
that.
to do.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and well, we gonna get into this disappoint me.
We're gonna get into disappoint me so we can play it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. Of course I'm gonna play it. You can't talk about it and not play it. Like
right, yeah, it's true.
Why would we do that?
Yeah. I mean, as long as we can curse on the radio and stuff like that.
No, we good. It's after 9 o'clock, so we definitely good. Well, it's after 9 o'clock here. So not where you are.
Oh, right, yeah, because it's about like 7 or something.
Yeah.
No, 6 something. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because you guys 3 hours, 4 hours behind us?
Oh, 3 hours, yeah. 3 hours. I had to get used to that because all my friends on the East Coast and stuff, they'll be like, oh, it's 9 o'clock here. Or something like that. And I'm like, oh, snap. I ain't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. So again, one more time, introduce this one for the people.
All right, y'all. You about to listen to Disappoint Me. Now go on DeAndre.net, listen to that joint over and over and over. It's definitely a distinct beat and sound. And I don't usually sing high, but on this one, you hear something different from me. Disappoint Me.
Yeah, we here on the spot, WEMS Radio.
Kill this beat. I didn't mean to disappoint you, see. I'm just a dreamer, man. Living in the city, dreaming, feeling things way too busy. Looking out for me to look out for you. I didn't mean to disappoint you, yeah. It's a part of the game that I chose to play. Either way, I'm getting your point, man. Check out my toys, I got a place to stay. Come see me. Yeah, it's fucked up. You thought you were in love, but I fucked it all up. Chasing me, chasing dreams. Disappoint you disappoint me. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You had everything wrong with me. I had to chase mine, like it's more than me. You wasn't around, cause you fall to me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Made me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. And look around, always fall to me. How did I disappear? I'm here. Felt pain in the 4th degree, want you to stay mad at me. Look at this, so casualty, all choked up cause you left. You know I tried my best, and now I'm just left with the pieces of remaining flesh. My mind, without stress, before you was better than this, better than this, it's better than this, yeah, it's fucked up. You thought you were in love, but I fucked it all up. Chasing me, chasing dreams, disappoint you disappoint me. I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You had everything wrong with me. I had to chase mine, like it's normal me. You wasn't around, cause you fall to me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Made me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. I look around, always fall to me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Make me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Make me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Make me think what's disappoint you disappoint me. Make me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Look around, always fall to me. Disappoint you disappoint me. Make me think what's wrong with me. Disappoint you disappoint me. So me.
Yeah, we back.
Yeah.
That was disappoint me. You know, and you said that, you know, obviously from what we heard from Fast Lane to
Deep Sea.
Deep Sea, and then we had Disappoint Me. There was
Yeah.
a variation in all three tracks.
Right.
So-
Sound like different people.
Right. So with your projects that you put out, is this what you normally do with your projects, where your tracks are, you know, there's a distinct variation in your tracks?
Yeah, so yeah, I would say that like in all of my stuff, I always try to do so much different stuff. Like you're gonna hear some hood stuff and then close to hood stuff is ain't, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna hear some love stuff that you just like with like Prince or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna do that type of thing, like where you can hear all of the genres in one CD. You just like, damn, I don't have to turn to nobody else's CD. I can listen to this. I'm hearing some rock, I'm hearing some pop, I'm hearing some hip hop, R&B. I'm hearing all of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying all of it. So, and I'm enjoying making it. So hopefully you do. So,
yeah. Yo, you know, I think that's a great way to put your projects out, because especially with everything being so fast paced and the attention span of people being so short nowadays, it's when you're able to put stuff out that can like shock them. And
exactly. Yeah.
And I think everything that we heard tonight, everything that you played was a shock.
Yeah.
To your ability to listen to something. So it was like the first track that we played, you know, I was, and not saying that this was a bad thing, but just the way that it works is, I'm assuming the next track we play is going to sound very close to the first one.
Right. Yeah, got you.
So you shocked my eardrums with the second track, Deep Sea.
Yeah.
And then we went to Disappoint Me, and then it was like, oh, you thought you was going to hear maybe what you heard the last two tracks. It's like, no, here it is. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to switch it up on you every time. We got more to come.
I definitely would love to know whatever rock joints you got going on. Like, I would definitely love to hear that. Because I think that that's always, I think for us, that's always a missed opportunity.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
And getting on some rock beats and stuff like that. like I always get amazed when I hear one of us on a rock and roll beat.
Right. Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think it just sounds so dope, and it's like, see, this is what you would never expect, and look how
Right.
listen to how good it sounds.
Exactly. Like Walk This Way, with
What?
Aerosmith.
Yeah,
Yeah, Run DMC.
yes. Yo, that's like one of my favorite joints. Like that,
Yeah.
whenever I refer to it, is Walk This Way. Like, are you kidding me? Do you even
Right.
understand how iconic that was?
Yeah, you're right. Take two genres together, and you're just like, damn, like I never thought I would hear this. And yeah, it happened. So like it's definitely, some stuff for sure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we have come, unfortunately, we have come to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went by so quick.
I know it felt like it was that quick. That's how these interviews be going.
Yeah. And I definitely want to appreciate you for allowing us to interview you and speak on your music, and you being where you are and us being where we are. I definitely thank God for the technology that we have been given to allow this to happen.
Yeah. Thank you all to you guys for having me and everything like that, and everybody that's listening in New York. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? So definitely keep checking me out, and yeah, more to come.
Well, we're definitely not just in New York. We actually stream to 48 countries, so we're worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know you say you're New York too.
Yeah. Well, I'm personally in New York, but we actually stream everywhere, and we have listeners all over the world: Brazil, China, Japan, Australia, Canada, Africa. So
Yeah.
people definitely are going to hear your music, and it's a wonderful thing. So
Thank
before we get out of here, I want you to give all your social media handles, so people know where to follow you and where to find your music.
Okay. Yeah. So go to DeAntre.net, DANTRE.net. That's gonna give you all my social medias. But let me give you the Instagram. And yeah, that's about, and my TikTok. I'll give you my TikTok. So DeAntre, okay, my Instagram is DeAntre, DANTRE __. And then the TikTok is Trey618, TRE618. I don't really have nothing else. But on Instagram, on DeAntre.net, you can be able to see all the other stuff that I got up there. Like my manager might have put some more stuff up there, but you know what I mean? I approve it and stuff. So
okay. So DeAntre.net when you're looking for all that wonderful music. And you want to spell out for that one more time so this way they know, so they don't have an excuse. They be like, I went to look for it and I couldn't find it.
Right. I feel you. DANTRE, and then __. So DANTRE.
Right. So you got that, right? DeAntre. Right? Don't throw no hyphens in there. Don't be trying to do all these extra underscores, spaces, and flipping letters. Just the way he said it. That's how you need to find it. Just do it that way, it'll be fine. And he's Googleable. So if you Google DeAntre, you will find everything that we just spoke about. You will find his music. He is on SoundCloud and he is on these other streaming platforms. Just make sure that you follow him, support him. We support him. You support him. That's the way it should be. And support good music.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Yeah,
it
definitely
doesn't cost anything to support. You click, you listen, you have a good time, you vibe out, tell a friend to tell a friend, and that's
all day, every day.
Yeah. So we're gonna take it out with this fast life one more time. And I definitely appreciate you, my brother. And we're gonna do this again. We're gonna keep in touch. And yeah. I'm definitely appreciating the vibe from California right now.
Yeah.
The vibe from California has been real, even in just the last less than 10 days. The amount of California artists I've had on this station has been a lot.
Oh snap! That's crazy. Yeah, we got some dope artists here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like everybody got some dope music. I've been to some like stuff, and they definitely. I see people on stage they're doing crazy stuff. So
Yeah,
definitely,
it's definitely a vibe. Well,
yeah.
every time I think about California, I think about Boys in the Hood, and
Yeah.
it's just one of those things. That's the initial vision, but I know
Yeah.
there's more to California than just the Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, Training Day, and all that other stuff. I know there's more than that. But
Right. What was Juice?
huh?
Where was Juice at? Was Juice in New York?
Juice was out in New York. Juice was
Yeah.
uptown Harlem. That's where they filmed Juice at.
Oh, that's where they did that. Okay.
Yeah, so that was Harlem. We had New Jack City, right? So
Oh yeah.
New Jack City was Harlem as well.
Hey.
And then we had it was a recent movie with Brooklyn's Finest, I think it was. With
Brooklyn's Finest. Oh yeah, I heard of that. I heard of Brooklyn's Finest.
Yeah, that
That's
one.
some new stuff.
Yeah, it was not too recent, but recent enough in the 2000s. Brooklyn's Finest. So like, if you want to see New York, New York in the 80s and the 90s, you watch Juice and New Jack City. Brooklyn's Finest is New York now, kind of.
Right.
Yeah. Ain't nothing changed. But
Ain't
brother,
nothing changed.
I appreciate you and thank you for coming out. And God bless you.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you too.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, brother. Easy.
All right. See you.
Woo! It's that fast life. DeAndre. Ra. DC to California. We here.
Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands down. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast life. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast life. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Cruising PCH on the fast side. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley all in my life. $1 million man, get your head right. I hit the gas, leave him at a red light. Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands now. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast life. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Fast cars, fast life. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight. Stepped out on my own, I just don't know who to trust. Chasing all my dreams, I feel I'm all in a rush. Working hard, got them bands now. Look me up, I'm the man now. Fast cars, fast life. Flashing lights, flashing on me daylight.
Yo, this has been another edition of The Spot with your boy Prophet Pete. And this is a special edition of The Spot with Prophet Pete. And I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It has been one of those evenings where what we do is what we do, and we do it the way we do it. And you got to love it for what it is. Respect the grind, respect the hustle. And when I tell you, I give it to you on a muscle. I got bars. Hey, we here, y'all. Thank you very much. Make sure you follow WEMS Radio. That's WEMS _ radio on Instagram. WEMS on every other social media platform. Also, make sure you follow the new extension of WEMS, the extension, the sister station, WEMS South. It's going to be the mouth of the South for real. And make sure that you tune in every day of the week. July, we got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of new shows. Make sure you tune in Sunday for the Super Show. Monday for Motivation Mondays with Talent the Comedian. We got Ms. G with her motivational Mondays and everything else that's going on. And have a happy 4th of July. Make sure you stay safe. We out of here, y'all. Nothing but love.